Okay, so I have two machines. So one is S1, that is a source machine, and one is the T1, that is a target machine, where I'm doing a transportable tablespace of one of the tablespace from the source machine S1 to T1. Okay, so if you can see here, I have two database machine in two different PCs. Like S1 is source and T1 is a target. You know, S1 IP address 192.168.0.181. That is a PC 181, and the target is IP address 192.168.0.182, and the host name is PC 182, and it has a database called prodb in target, and in source it has a database called catdb. So our goal is, create one table space that is sales, and create one user that is a smith, and assign sales as a default table space for that user, and log in as a smith user and create some dummy tables and insert some records into that table and do commit. And our goal is, export that table space, like transportable tables, using transportable table space, export that sales table space, and import into that T1 target PC. And then we will verify our sales data file. Once we copy that sales data files from source to target, and copy that sales.dump data files from source to target, and we will import that sales.dump data file into my target database, and we will verify as a smith user in my target database, and we will check it out whether that dummy table is reflected in the target database or not. My source machine, this is what I'm showing here. My source machine, that is PC 181, and database name is catdb. And this is a T1, this is my target database. The database name is prodb, and if you see this IP address, it is 182. My source IP address is 181, and the target IP address is 182. If we check cat etc host, here 181 and 182, PC 181 and PC 182. These are the two machines, source and target. If you check database name on my target database, it is select name from $, database. It is going to be prodb. So if I check my tablespace names here in the target database, select name from $, tablespace, I can see system sysocks, undo, user, temp, and example. Similarly, in my source database, if I check list of tablespace, select name from $, tablespace, I can see system sysocks, undo, user, temp, examples, and arman ts, right? So this arman ts is an extra tablespace here. So what I'm going to do here right now, I'm going to create one tablespace called sales here, and I'm going to create one user called smith here, and I'm going to create some dummy tables from that smith user, and I'm assigning that sales tablespace as a default tablespace for that smith user, and I'm going to migrate that tablespace to my target database. Create tablespace sales data file u01 app oracle oradata catdb is my source database. Catdb sales 01 .dbf, and size 100 m. Okay, table space got created. I'll create a smith user now. Create user smith identified by tiger, default tablespace sales, quota unlimited on sales, account unlock. Okay, so Smith user got created. So I will grant some permissions. Grant a connect comma resource to Smith. Okay, so now I will connect as a Smith. Connect Smith slash tiger. So we'll create a table now. Create table T1 enum employee number and ename employee name, and we'll insert some records. Insert into T1 values and enum and ename. Employee 1 AAA, employee number 2 BBB, employee number 3 CCC, employee number 4 DDD, employee number 5 EEE. Okay, commit. If I check the table, select star from T1. So I got all the records. Okay, now table space is ready, user is ready, and some dummy table is ready. So we'll verify the table space list here once again. Select name from VDollar table spaces. Okay, I can see sales table space got created here. So we will, keep this table space in read-only mode, and we'll export metadata of that, and then we'll transport it to my this target tables target database here. Okay, I will go back to S1, my source database. I will keep this sales table space in read-only mode, because whenever you do your transportable table space, your table space should be in read-only mode. So I'm not going to do here this violation check or table space readiness check, because I'm doing it from the Linux to Linux. So it's the same median format, and we no need to check that violations or table space readiness. So I'm just directly putting table space into read-only mode, and I'm exporting the metadata. Alter table space sales read-only. Okay, table space altered. Now we will do export metadata of this sales table space. Okay, expdp system directory equal to data underscore pump underscore dir. This is data underscore pump underscore dir is the export dump directory I already created in this catdb database and granted read write access for this sys and system user. And I'm doing a dump file equal to sales.dmp, and this is a keyword, important keyword here, transport underscore table space. When you are exporting a metadata, you have to mention the transport underscore table space equal to sales. It will do only metadata export of that table space. Okay, it is asking for the system password. I'm entering the system password. Okay, so it is started the export. Once this export completes, we will copy this dump file and the sales data files to my target T1 server, that is IP 182. Okay, so export of metadata is completed here. So I can check my dump file here, ls-l user on app oracle admin catdb dpdump. You can see here sales.dmp dump file got created. I'm copying this dump file from the source server, this S1 server to T1 server, target server. App Oracle admin catdb dpdump sales.dmp to Oracle at the rate 192.168 this 182 server, that is my target server, colon slash if01 app Oracle, and my target database is proddb admin proddb and dpdump. Okay, so dump file copied, and we can quickly verify that on my T1 server. See Oracle lsfnl user on app Oracle admin proddb dpdump. Okay, yeah, I have my sales dump file here. So we will copy that sales dbf file, sales data file, scp u01 app Oracle oradata. My data file is going to be sales01.dbf catdb sales01.dbf Oracle at the rate that T1 server 192.168.182 IP. To the same location I will give you at my target server u01 app Oracle oradata proddb and sales proddb. That's it. So just enter, and I'm entering Oracle password. Right, so my sales data file also got copied here to my target server. So now I will put that sales tablespace back to read write mode. Alter tablespace sales read write. Okay, so at my target server I have my dump file and I have my sales data files from the source server. First I will do import of that dump file, that is impdp system and directory equal to my data pump directory already created here in this target database. Directory equal to data underscore pump underscore dir, and dump file equal to sales.dmp, and this is very important, this keyword, transportable transport underscore data file. In the while exporting at the source side we have to mention transport underscore tablespace. In the target while importing we need to mention transport underscore data file, and transport underscore data file equal to, you have to mention the path where you have kept that data file from the source, whichever the file you copied from the source server to target server, that sales01.dbf, you need to mention that complete path u01 app Oracle oradata proddb and sales01.dbf oradata proddb and sales01.dbf. Right, and this is going to fail. I'll tell you why it is going to fail, because this sales01.dbf has a Smith users, and it has a default table space for the Smith, and it has some object like table T1 has created in this. So one of the prerequisites for the import is you need to create the users before you are starting with the import. Let's see, now I started import. It's asking for the system password. I entered the system password and it should fail here. Let's wait and see. You can see here, data pump transportable tablespace job aborted. The user Smith does not exist in the database. So this is, as I said, this is one of the prerequisites. You need to create a Smith user and then do the import. Because this sales tablespace has a table or data or the database object which is owned by Smith, and Smith has the sales tablespace as the default tablespace. So what I'll do, I am going to create a Smith user here. Create user Smith identified by Tiger and account unlock. Okay, so Smith user created. Now I will restart this import job. I'm entering the system password. This time this job should get success. Let's see, because the user got created now. Yeah, it started with the import. Yep, the import is successfully completed. Okay, now I will verify the table spaces here. Alter. Since we exported metadata from the source by keeping the sales table space in read-only mode, the moment you do import here in the target database, your table space will be in read-only mode. So we need to make it read-write. So that is the reason you need to run this command: alter table space sales read-only. Sorry, alter table space sales read-write. So now table space is altered. So my sales table space is become read right now. So I'll do select name from $v table space. You can see here sales table space got created, and also we will verify Smith connecting to Smith user, and we can verify that T1, that dummy table which got created in the source database. Before that, we can also verify one more thing. Select a table space underscore name, comma, plugged in. So plugged underscore in. It has a two option, yes or no. Yes means it is a transported table space from the other database. If the plugged underscore in is no, it means it is a base table space which got created along with your database, like system, sysocks, undo, temp, users, all are like those are the base table space which got created along with the database creation. That is why the plugged in it says no, and if you see here examples and sales, it says yes. It means just now I migrated the sales table space from the catdb, from the source database, and examples I did it earlier. Examples also one of the plugged in table space, I that also migrated table space. This is one of the way you can verify whether your table space is a transported table space or it is a base table space which created. Okay, so now I will try to connect to Smith user, and then I will verify the table T1. So first I'll grant permission to Smith user, grant connect comma resource to Smith. And then I will connect to Smith user now, and then I'll verify the table connect Smith slash tiger, and then I will verify that T1 table, select star from tab is a list of tables. I can say T1 is table I'm able to see. Select star from T1. I can see all the 5 records. So, this is how you can migrate from the one source database to another target database. Any of the table space, you can migrate it. Thank you, guys.